now in the fourth arc of Pokemon Horizons, and with it we got a new opening and ending, and I have some opinions on it. In my opinion, opening 2 and ending 3 is still the best opening and ending, though in all songs I think that the opening 2 is still better. I take back what I said in my previous video that ending 3 is better than opening 2. Either way, I won't be giving any rankings because I still can't grasp how I feel about the new opening and ending, and also it's just an opinion, so it doesn't really matter. You have your own. As for the new songs, without considering the visuals and all, it feels very anime-like. I hope that doesn't sound bad, but it's just very anime-like, you know? But they're on different side of the spectrum of the anime-like song, if that makes sense. Obviously, the opening is very much an anime opening and the ending is anime-like ending. Though between the two, I like the ending better. But I think the reason why I think the opening is very anime-like is for the first time, the singer is a male, all others are female or a female and male duet or like group duet thing. Despite liking the ending more, I keep replaying the Starlight line in my head. As for the ending, it's the Rise Up Pecan line that keeps replaying in my head. And honestly, this dance is kind of weird, same with the Let Me Battle dance, but at least it's a bit better, in my opinion. It's not as jarring as the other one. Rise up, Pecan, Rise up, Pecan, Rise up, Pecan. For the visuals, it's cleaner, if that makes sense. It's even cleaner than the opening 2. Opening 2 is artistic though, but by cleaner, I mean like, like when an anime gets remake, it's cleaner, like, oh my god, I really can't explain this, but like it's smooth, or like the visuals, not exactly the animation, but like the visuals is smoother, like shinier, maybe, like it's smoother, if that makes sense. I'm sorry, I'm not an artistic person. And as every anime-like opening or even ending, it contains a battle, characters looking sad, and the characters looking out into the horizons. No pun intended with this anime. There's also the cast and other most important characters appearing behind her and standing beside her. And of course, the villains appearing as well. The admins are expected, however, I didn't expect Gibeon in this, and most importantly, will this mean that he will do something in this arc? Like, will he leave his chair? Like Chair-sama? And other stuff that are spoilery, but as of now, we don't have any context. The best we can do is make theories about them. The most apparent being we will get the original explorers. However, I will say that I didn't expect that there's just 3 of them. I expected at least 1 more or maybe even 7. And it appears that this third person is a girl, and I hope that there is, oh my god, I hope that whatever they have fought before, like Gibeon and Lucius, I hope it's not romance related, like for the girl, like they're fighting for the girl. I hope there is it's a treasure, or even about Rakwa. I don't want it to be romance related. You know what? I'd even prefer if it was gay love that they have fought before. It's so lazy if they're fighting for a girl, as a conflict. Like maybe show us that Lucius is the one who betrayed them, even if it's like morally incorrect, but it's Lucius who is actually who betrayed the team, anything. Not, at least not fighting for the girl, please, no. As for Gibeon's grandson, it appears that we will get more Amethio versus Spinel, I suppose. Something about their relationship, their conflicted relationship, like antagonistic relationship. For sure, Amethio wouldn't let what Spinel did to him slide, and unfortunately, there's no Zero and Konya this time. And I will talk about those two in a review of the episode 68. And also maybe 69, I will mix those two in one video. And there's quite a few people talking about what this shot of Reed means. Why is his back turned to us? Like, will he betray us? Or like, what does this mean? Will he leave the crew for something? Or like maybe mind controlled and maybe he will join the opposite side? I doubt that. But however, I also think that there's something that we don't know yet and that will come back now for some reason. The cats are also fighting the shiny Zygarde with Rayquaza, as well as Terrapagas coming out of the Pokeball that Licor thrown. Does not mean that she will officially catch it. What does that mean? I think that it's too soon. I still don't know how this story will go, but they will only go for Cleaver right now. We still don't know where Entei is. So, what does it mean? Like, that fight seems like a grand finale, a series finale, but it's happening right now in the fourth arc. So, I don't know what will happen. And that's why I think that considering this arc is the Rayquaza Rising, is the opening 2 actually better if it's released now, like in comparison as an opening 2? Like, especially, I think that opening was wasted on that arc. Almost nothing happened at that arc. It's kind of wasted such an amazing opening in a lackluster arc, honestly. But I will finish the ending first before I will go back to that. And I will say that this ending, it's very fun. I really like it. So lively. And I really like the part with Roy, Achigator, what's it called in English? I don't know. And Kilowattrel. It's so funny. I think that's my favorite part. And there's also one Pokemon Horizons YouTuber who said that this dance, oh, these kids like Liko and the others are like in the TikTok era. I was like, oh my god. I just snorted like it's very timely, you know? And we basically got confirmation that Molly is in fact a Nurse Joy, and I'm hoping that we will finally get a Molly focus episode somewhere in the future. And although a lot of people make fun of this part and saying that Liko in under the influence of illegal substances or the Rocurium, I really like this part. I really like the voices. Oh my god, it's so sweet. It's so beautiful. I really like it. So, the Rayquaza Rising arc. This arc is proving to be something promising, and now that we have 3 of the 6 heroes, and now we're going for the 4th one, it seems like we're getting something interesting. Plus, with Amethio getting kicked out of the Explorers and other stuff. Also, now that Liko and the others are now stronger, thanks to the Terastal Orb that they get in the Terastal course, it seems like we are getting more and more elements in the story. So I don't know if you remember, but when the opening 2 came out, a lot of more mysteries getting introduced, and it is apparent that we will be getting more and more exciting things. However, that arc, at least that arc, doesn't have a lot of those plot that we are looking for in after that introduction. But as of the moment, it seems like what they have promised before can now be executed. Maybe not as perfect as we have initially anticipated, but I think it can do it now. Those teases they have previously seems like it will happen now. Like for example, like in episode 70, I think they will go to like the memory pond something. And in opening 2, Liko is holding Terrapagas towards this person that we assume is Lucius. It's kind of similar to what will happen. And with my favorite with Amethio being in a dark environment in contrast to Liko who is surrounded by very good guardians, I suppose, while Amethio is all alone and struggling with himself, I suppose. Though I am completely aware that if opening 2 released now, some scenes, especially the ones I really like, cannot be applied now. As much as fighting Zygarde is exciting and all, as I've mentioned, it feels like a series finale fight. And if an arc is called Rayquaza Rising, I am expecting like what they have shown in the opening too, where Rayquaza is flying along them in the skies. Although plot-wise, even if it says that it's Rayquaza Rising, for now, like at least maybe in the first part of this arc, we are searching for Kleavor and maybe we'll move on to Entei. And obviously, Rayquaza is not here or not as of the starting of this arc. And if you can tell right now, I really loved opening 2. I am very obsessed with it, and I'm upset that it's such wasted on such a not very good arc, you know. Imagine if such an amazing opening is released alongside an exciting story arc. Oh my god. And if it did execute it well, oh my god, such a 10 out of 10.